Hey guys, welcome to the Fit Strong Free podcast. I'm Katerina, your host, and I'll be taking you on a little journey really through Fit Strong Freedom, which for me stands for being fit in body, strong in mind, and free in soul. I truly believe that with these three elements, you're on your way to definitely understanding yourself and giving yourself a gift of self development through everyday life. And it's with these three things in mind that I truly believe would help anybody. And this Fit Strong Freedom is something that I want to make accessible to everybody, and particularly people struggling with mental health like anxiety, depression, even just self doubt and low self esteem. I really think it's important in this day and age to help anyone to understand themselves and why they think in a certain way and how they can overcome these things. So, I want to look at health and fitness not just from a physical level but also from a mindset and psychological level because it's something that I'm really passionate about. It's something that I've struggled with over the years. I've struggled with a lot of, lack of confidence, self doubt, not thinking I'm good enough. I don't want to say anxiety, but I guess, yeah, I do get anxious from time to time. So if we can get on top of our game with our mindset, then we can create the thoughts and feelings that spur the actions that are required in order for us to flourish in life. I do feel that action is the number one thing that people need in order to start to change their lives, and action stems from thoughts and how we think. So going back to the mindset, if we're in a really low place, if we suddenly think to ourselves, or start to think more and more about the life that we do want and what we want to aspire to and what we want to gain in our lives and how we want to feel even, then it leads us onto a good path to take the right actions necessary in order to move forwards and develop. So for the first episode, I'm just going to be talking to you about what makes us us, like what makes you you. The different attributes that make up your personality, your physical features and your mannerisms and just your natural aura. What creates that about you and how have you developed that? And it's, I really believe that you develop yourself through experiencing things in life, and it's those life experiences that have made you the person that you are today. Your opinions on things, your thoughts, your inspiration, like you can get inspiration from anywhere. You just have to seek it out or be at the right place at the right time. It can just happen. So so all these experiences in your life determine who you are today, and the people you have around you also add to the person that you are today. Like you probably heard before, you are the sum of the four closest people to you. So the four people you hang around with the most, you are pretty similar to the average of all of them together, which is quite a cool thing, but can be quite a scary thing as well. And it does make you realise, who the kind of people are in your life that are positive to be around. And even if you're around people that aren't so positive, you just need to be aware of it and just understand that they've had different life experiences, so they're a different person, as we all are. And that is the beauty of human beings. So moving forwards, knowing this, we can try to aspire to create a community around us, full of people that are positive in our lives, full of people that encourage us, that inspire us, and motivate us as well to be the kind of person that we want to be. This could be through anything, like, if you join a class, there might be your peers that are just really great to be around. It could be putting yourself out there with, say you want to start a book club, then start that book club, and you might meet people that like things similar to you, and they might be a positive influence in your life. So you just never know, basically. Like, the truth of the matter is, you've just got to create these kind of situations in your life where you can meet the right people and create the right experiences in order to basically become the person that you want to be. So fear can definitely get in the way of us, actually having these experiences. Like, for me, I don't know, I feel like I've had a fear of failing in things in my life, because I've tried to set up a company before and I didn't really get very far because I didn't allow myself to even try hard enough. Like, I didn't really know what hard work really was. And, it's through learning from that, like knowing that I've stopped when I shouldn't have, and believing in myself, because, gosh, this like self-belief, that just comes into this whole thing so much. If you don't believe in yourself, then you're further away from your goals, basically, because half of it is just believing in yourself to move, enough to just take the action and put yourself out there to do these things. So anyway, going back to what makes you you, your life experiences have a large part to play in this, in what makes you you. However, your experience in life is determined by what you put your attention to. And this is something that Tony Robbins has said as well, like, your focus creates your reality, basically. So we can have the same experience, however, what I put my focus on in that experience can be something completely different to what you put your focus on in that experience. So, for example, say you've just been told that you've not got the job after going for 2 rounds of interviews, and you're really, really gutted about it. You can take two different perspectives on this. You can look at it as, oh, I must not be good enough then for the job. They probably didn't want me because I'm not up for the job. And that perspective can really knock your confidence and deter you from applying for jobs similar to that. Or you can look at it from, okay, what is it that I don't have, or what is it that they are looking for? So flip it on its head. Look at what they are after and what you didn't show in their eyes, and learn from that, so that next time you are prepared and you do show your full capability spectrum. So that definitely changes the two stances on that experience. So, life in general, with our experiences, we want to be focusing on the end goal and the end result, rather than the kind of things that we have to do in order to get to where we want to be. So, taking the example of wanting to lose weight, for instance, if you think to yourself about the things you have to do on a daily basis in order to have to get to the end results, and think, oh, I've got to cook and prepare all my food, or oh, I've got to miss out on this chocolate cake, or I've got to go to the gym, or I've got to get my walk in, or whatever. You basically look at it from a more negative viewpoint of, you've kind of got to do it, and you don't really want to do it because you're looking inwardly rather than outwardly. So you want to just be focused on the end result, like, keep reminding yourself your why, like, why do you want to do it? Which would be, you want to feel good, you want to feel good in your clothes, you want to feel light, and you want to have energy, and just, it's the feeling that comes with it, and focus on that feeling and how you feel now compared to how you want to feel. And that's a really powerful thing that you can do, and it's something that definitely changes the way you experience life. So to summarise what makes you you. So really today I've just touched on a few things that create our beings. So for instance we've talked about experiences, our perspectives on these experiences, where our focus lies and the kind of people that we surround ourselves by. So all these things do make up who we are. And some of us are not completely happy with all the different aspects of our lives and who we truly are in some of these aspects. And the beauty of it is that we can change this and we have the power to do this. So we can do this primarily through changing our focus. Because when we keep that end result in the forefront of our minds, we have that laser vision going on where we just know what we want and we are willing to give up more things in order to get what we want. So one more thing I want to mention quickly, while we are focused on what we do want, let's not forget what we already have. So I just want to bring gratitude into this as well, because I think gratitude is something that can really humble anyone. It can humble you as a person, and this does definitely add to your personality. So being grateful for the things that you do have, while still chasing the things that you want, is a very positive thing without focusing on the things that you don't have. So be grateful and keep that vision in mind of the things that you do want, and you'll kind of just live life a little bit happier, really, all round. So it's definitely going to bring or open up the doors, let's say, to bring new positive things into your life. So I hope you've enjoyed my first podcast. One of my missions is to inspire, empower, and educate people to become the best version of themselves. So I hope I've done one of those things for you today. Thank you for listening. I'll be doing my next podcast next week, so do expect to hear one podcast a week moving on. If you want to find out more about how you can start your journey to Fit Strong Freedom, you can head over to my website at fitstrongfree.com, and you can find more content there as well. So once again, thank you for listening and keep it fit, strong and free.